That's my motherfucking man. And I ain't going nowhere.
How many of you checked your partner's Instagram likes this week? Yeah, I see you. Don't lie. The woman you just saw posted those videos on October 21st, 2024. 24 hours later, she was dead on her kitchen floor. Pregnant. 2 kids in the next room. All because she did exactly what you just admitted to doing. Checked her man's Instagram. Found him liking his ex's bikini pics. Maya Johnson caught a bullet over a double tap. And her killer? He's about to tell the police the dumbest lie you've ever heard. You're on TikTok Crimes. We cover what happens when social media fame turns fatal. TikTok stars, Instagram couples, Facebook influencers. When their posts become crime scenes, we break down exactly what went wrong. These aren't just viral stories. These are real murders, real victims. Subscribe right now if you want the truth behind the trending hashtags, because by the time something goes viral, somebody's usually already dead. Here's what happened.
I used to say yesterday when I see her,
Ooh, yeah.
you worry about this.
Okay.
You need to worry about this.
Get into it.
Like the cut, you see that? Not this. This.
Okay.
You see the cut?
Yeah.
You see it in the back?
Oh.
Look.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Maya Johnson, 26 years old. Born August 29th, 1998. One of 7 kids. Her family bounced between Chicago and Florida like they couldn't decide between deep dish pizza and Cuban sandwiches. Eventually landed in Tallahassee. And Maya? She was determined to make something happen. This girl was doing everything.
One thing about me, I'm a boss. I don't know what you is, but I'm a boss. I don't know how you working or who you working for, but I'm the boss, you feel me?
Licensed/tech. And if you know anything about that industry, those girls make money. She's traveling for work, selling menswear on the side, posting content that's getting views. The hustle was real. But here's what actually mattered to her: Caden and DJ, her boys. Now, she'd already escaped one relationship, took her babies and bounced. And good for her, right? That takes guts. That takes strength. You'd think after that experience, her radar for toxic men would be military grade. You'd think wrong. 3 years before her death, she meets Jakari Martin, 22 years old, warehouse worker, and here's where every woman watching should have seen the warning signs. He immediately started matching her energy. You know what I'm talking about? When they become everything you want overnight? When they're too perfect? That's not love, baby. That's manipulation. They're studying you like you're the SATS. They move in together on River Breeze Lane in North Leon County. Nice area, quiet street, the kind of place where you'd think nothing bad happens. And Maya's posting her whole life online. Her kids, her work, her thoughts, motivational quotes in the morning, selfies at night. Girl was active. But Jakari? Nowhere to be found. Not one couple photo, not one anniversary post, not even a hand in the background of her stories. Now ladies, we need to talk about this. When you're with someone for 3 years and they're invisible on your timeline, that's not being private. That's hiding something. Or someone. And before you'll come for me, talking about not everyone posts their relationship, this is MYA we're talking about. She posted when she changed her nail color. She posted her breakfast. But her whole man? Invisible. Either she was embarrassed of him, or she knew showing him would mess up whatever else she had going on. Either way, the math ain't mathing. By 2024, the posts start changing.
I don't know who to slap. I don't know who to slap.
You know how you can watch someone's social media and literally see their relationship dying? That was Maya. I don't know who to slap. Can't trust nobody. God remove anyone who ain't supposed to be here. Those aren't posts. Those are cries for help. And we all see them. We all know what they mean. But what do? We hit like and keep scrolling. Maybe drop a, "You okay, hun?" in the comments. But we don't actually do anything. And here's what nobody was posting about. Court documents would later show that Jakari had already choked her. This man wrapped his hands around the throat of the mother of his child and squeezed until she couldn't breathe. You know what we call that in the true crime world? A practice run. The neighbors knew something was wrong. Every weekend, same schedule. Friday night they'd start arguing. By Saturday morning things would be getting thrown. Sunday they'd make up. Monday she'd post another motivational quote about growth. Rinse and repeat. The cops had been called out there twice already. No arrests. Just try to keep it down and back to the patrol car. Mid-2024, Maya finds out she's pregnant again. Her third baby. And for a woman who lived for her kids, who called them her whole world, her reaction was strange. October 21st. Remember this date, because it's the day before everything ends. She goes to Planned Parenthood. Posts that she's done having kids. Now hold up. Your body is literally building another human. A child with a man you've been with for 3 years, and your response is, "I'm done." She wasn't done with kids. She was done with him. Her body knew what her mind wouldn't admit. This man was dangerous. And while she's dealing with all of this, while she's carrying his baby and posting about trust issues, you know what Jakari's doing? Double tapping bikini pics on Instagram. Not random women, his ex, the same ex they'd been fighting about. At 11 p.m. Now I don't know about y'all, but nobody's innocently liking thirst traps at 11 p.m. That's booty call hours. That's you up territory. And on October 22nd, 2024, Maya was about to catch him red-handed. October 22nd, 2024. It's around 11 p.m. Maya's probably in bed, scrolling through her phone. You know that mindless scroll we all do before sleep? Check your messages, watch a few TikToks, see who viewed your story. Normal stuff. Then she sees it. A notification. Jakari liked someone's photo. Not just someone, his ex. Not just any photo, a bikini pic. And not at 2 p.m. when maybe he was bored at work. 11, a tea night. Now if you're defending this man in the comments right now talking about, it's just a like, stop. We all know what an 11 p.m. bikini pic like means. That's, I'm thinking about you hours. That's what you doing? Energy. And this man did it while his pregnant girlfriend was in the same house. When Jakari walked through that door, Maya was ready. She confronted him immediately. His response? It's just a like. You're tripping. Men will really gaslight you while the evidence is right there. The timestamp doesn't lie, sir. And here's what gets me. She wasn't even asking for much. Just basic respect. Don't publicly thirst over your ex while I'm carrying your child. The bar was in hell, and he still couldn't clear it. The fight escalated fast. She wanted to see his phone. He took hers and hid it. Now why would an innocent man need to hide her phone? Unless he knew she had reasons to be suspicious too. This whole relationship was just two people playing detective on each other's social media. Exhausting. She's following him room to room. He claims she hit him. She's demanding her phone back. He says he pinned her down on the bed until she complained she couldn't breathe. The kids, Caden and DJ, they're in the house hearing all of this. Over an Instagram like. They end up in the kitchen. She's still going at him, probably threw something. Neighbors heard objects being thrown. And this is where Jakari makes a decision that changes 3 lives forever. He pulls out his gun. According to Jakari, he wasn't trying to shoot her. Oh no, he was just trying to scare her into backing off. Because nothing says, let's calm down, like pulling out a firearm during an argument about social media. Make that make sense. But wait, it gets better. He tells police the gun was tucked under his armpit, while he was trying to leave, and it just went off, accidentally. I need you all to try something right now. Try to hold something under your armpit and accidentally pull a trigger. I'll wait. You can't, can you? Because that's not how arms work. That's not how guns work. That's not how physics works. The police had him demonstrate with a toy gun. This grown man really stood there, showing them how he supposedly had it tucked. And even the cops were looking at him like, "Sir, do you think we're stupid?" 1 shot. That's all it took. Maya fell to the floor. Jakari called 911, crying, panicking, saying there'd been an accident. He told the kids to go to their rooms. Then he picked up Maya, put her in the car, and drove to Tallahassee Medical Center. But it was too late. Maya Johnson was pronounced dead on arrival. Her unborn child died with her. 2 lives gone over a double tap on Instagram. If that doesn't show you how insane toxic relationships can get, I don't know what will. The police weren't buying his story for a second. First problem, the bullet trajectory. Maya was 5 feet 4 inches. For the bullet to hit where it did, with the gun supposedly under his armpit, she would have had to be standing in a completely different spot than he claimed. Second problem, no injuries on Jakari. If a gun goes off compressed under your arm, that hot casing is going to leave a mark. Burns, bruising, something. This man didn't have a scratch on him. Not even his shirt was damaged. Third problem, the gun worked perfectly fine. No mechanical issues, no obstructions. It didn't accidentally do anything. Someone pulled that trigger. But here's what really sealed his fate. Maya's boys. Those babies had to tell police what they saw. And while we don't know exactly what they said, we know it was enough. They confirmed Jakari shot their mother. Can we talk about how those kids are going to need therapy for the rest of their lives? Hearing your mum die over Instagram drama, that's going to mess you up forever. But sure, tell me again how it was just alike. The detectives also found out this wasn't the first time police had been called to that house. Wasn't even the second time. And here's my question. If you're a cop and you keep getting called to the same house for domestic violence and you do nothing, when that woman ends up dead, is her blood not partially on your hands? Let me know in the comments what you think, because this happens way too often. October 27th, 2024, 5 days after the murder, Jakari Martin was arrested and charged with 2 counts of manslaughter. Not murder. Manslaughter. Because apparently pulling a gun on your pregnant girlfriend is just an oopsie now.
New at 6, Leon County deputies say this man shot and killed a pregnant woman and her unborn child. Jakari Martin Sugrid is facing 2 manslaughter charges now. LCSO says the shooting happened just after 1 this morning off River Breeze Lane.
At his bail hearing, the judge denied release. At least they got that right. This man really thought he was going to get out and go back to liking Instagram pics like nothing happened. The trial happened in early 2025. The prosecution laid it all out. The history of abuse, the forensic evidence that destroyed his story, the testimony from the children. The defense tried to stick with the accident story, saying he was just a scared young man who made a mistake. A mistake is forgetting to take out the trash. A mistake is double texting. Shooting your pregnant girlfriend is a choice. The jury found him guilty. The judge sentenced him to 38 years. 20 for Maya, 15 for the baby, 3 for the weapons charges. He'll be almost 60 when he gets out. Good. Maya's family held a candlelight vigil. Hundreds showed up. A GoFundMe raised $87,000 for her boys in just days. The community came together after she died. But where was that energy when she was posting about not knowing who to slap? When the cops were being called to her house? Her sister posted that she knew about the abuse. Friends admitted they saw the signs. The neighbors heard the fights. Everyone knew nobody did anything. And now she's gone. So here's my question for you. And really think about this before you answer. How many Mayas do you know right now? How many women in your life are posting coded messages about their relationships? How many are hiding their partners from their timeline? How many are checking likes at midnight? And more importantly, what are you doing about it? Because if this story teaches us anything, it's that mind your business culture is getting women killed. That Instagram like wasn't just a like, it was the last straw in a pattern of disrespect that ended in murder. If you're watching this, and you're in a relationship where you're checking phones, where you're getting choked, where you're afraid, please know that it doesn't get better, it gets worse. Maya thought she could handle it. She was strong, independent, a boss, and now her boys don't have a mother. Before you go, if this story hit different, if it made you think, subscribe. Because these aren't just true crime stories. They're warnings. They're patterns we need to recognize. And maybe, just maybe, if enough people start paying attention, we can stop writing these endings. Comment below. Do you think Jakari's sentence was enough? Should the cops who ignored previous calls face consequences? And honestly, have you ever been Maya, checking those likes at midnight? I'm going to keep telling these stories because someone needs to. And if you're still here, you're part of that conversation. Stay safe out there. And remember, a relationship that has you playing detective isn't love. It's a crime scene waiting to happen.